Welcome back everybody to Farming Simulator 2022, our co-op series. Today we will be harvesting, we will be ploughing, and we will be spreading some lime. And unfortunately, at the end, it all goes horribly wrong. Stay tuned to find out what happens.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of easy though. You just pop it your YouTube app open on your phone and then just go to the video itself.
Yeah.
And I hope the audio is picking up. We always did it with the Steam. Today we had to use the Discord audio.
Yeah. Steam is not behaving today.
For me it was. For you, not so much.
Oh well. I've got the worst Wi-Fi.
And we're dressed a little more appropriate for July.
Yeah.
Which, do you know the reason why we have the month called July?
No.
It's actually named after Julius Caesar.
Ah.
The Julii. What are we planting in here?
We will be planting oilseed radish.
Okay, more cover crop.
Yep. Cover crop and then probably something else. I don't know.
I'm trying to hide from the demons inside my mind. There's nowhere to go. No matter how hard I try, they show. I've tried a million different ways to leave. Oh my, why can't I not find the key? It's too dark, no one shows me how to see. No, I don't wanna fall too deep. 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 It feels like a curse, 'cause every time when I try to run it hurts. The way that it burns feels like I melt through the earth. I've tried a million different ways to leave. Oh my, why can't I not find the key? It's too dark, no one shows me how to see. No, I don't wanna fall too deep. No, I don't wanna fall too deep. No, I don't wanna fall too deep. No, I don't wanna fall too deep.
I just ran through one mud puddle and this thing is like
Mm.
Really grimy already. Wow. This is gonna take a little while.
Yeah. Put on some tunes, lay back and return.
Which I wish we could put the radios on in the tractor, but
Yeah.
I did that with one of my first videos of Farming Simulator, and it's like, copyright claim, copyright claim. Okay, technology, take it out of the video. So.
Yeah. So pH value's bad. Nitrogen is perfect. So I'd say if we
Well, I
do a
should say that what the actual. So the pH is 6.25 of 7.
Mm.
So
if we do a run, it should,
because
the value should change.
well, the good bad thing that just comes up. That's depending on the crop. So if the crop, if you're in the range of that crop, it'll say good. If it's so each crop has a different pH value and a different nitrogen value. That's
The nitrogen goes down.
so you got 100. Well, here it's saying it's perfect. 180,
Yeah.
170. So
And then we
that's
go
like maximum.
175.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to probably plant maize in this field just so because of the high nitrogen level. I think most other crops it'll be too high of a nitrogen.
Yeah. So yeah, so we should, yeah, we'll do it. Let's go for it.
I guess at this speed it shouldn't take too long. The working width isn't much at all though.
No, we'll go quicker because this is the fastest mulcher, because then if you have the power one, which is wider work width, you only go 6 miles an hour.
Oh.
So it's a lot slower.
I never used mulchers really.
Well, if you have a direct drill, you don't really need to mulch. But for this one, because you want the fertilizer of this to go in, you mulch it, then you can.
So you can direct seed right into the radish? Or-
Yeah.
Okay. You all right?
No. I'm used to full wheel steering.
Oh. That drives me bonkers.
I'm used to small yards, so it's very useful.
Yeah, I would imagine, like on your Manitous.
Yeah.
Which that's where I do like skid steers, because you can just
Oh,
literally
yeah.
turn a 360 and no problem.
Yeah, so if we had a direct drill, we wouldn't have to do this, but because we don't, it's... And you could
A
say,
lot of soil prep.
yeah. Could say also it's an experiment, which one works better.
The science of farming.
Yeah. Somebody's probably done a video about it already, but...
Yeah, like I don't know if you ever seen like Farmer Cop. It's called.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of good, like, just testing
Mm.
things.
Well, we could say this is testing with the oh, DLC thing. I've forgotten what's it called now.
Precision farming.
Yeah. Science testing with precision farming.
In partnership with the EU.
No.
Well, that's who actually put it together,
Yeah.
the stats and stuff for it. I read a little bit about it on there, but
Mm.
yeah, it's more of a EU. Well, I mean, Giant Software is from what, Germany, I think,
I think so, yeah.
something like that. Across the pond, I know that much.
Yeah.
Which it seems like a lot of the better games come from over in Europe, like your
Mm.
Space Engineers and Farming Simulator. Railroads Online, done by a German guy mostly.
Mm. We play with computers more than guns, so...
Yeah. Which I do like the airsoft over there.
Oh,
See it, like,
yeah.
watch a couple people playing that. Like, you guys really dress up in like full gear and actually go out there and like full Rambo style.
Mm.
There's a guy that does videos, like all his shots, he does like the little hit marker from like Call of Duty or something like
Mm.
that, where every time he gets a hit, it just does the little splat.
Yeah. I've been considering getting into airsoft.
It looks fun. I used to do paintball back
Mm.
in the day.
That hurts.
Yeah, they hurt like hell. Oh, I hit a guy. Well, we were playing and this guy, well, like, we didn't really have thick anything. It was just like t-shirts and a pair of blue jeans we were playing in, and we had
Yeah.
our guns all turned to max, like, so they were
Oh.
full pressure. And I hit him right in the nape of the neck, right in that little divot above your
Oh.
and I just so happened to hit him again in the same spot. The second time, he just dropped to his knees, just gasping for like air.
No. Oh.
He's like, I'm done. I'm done.
I've seen some of the crazy shootouts in paintball. I'm like, geez, man.
Yeah, they get those your double finger triggers going, and it's like, or like you use both of your fingers just to keep hitting the same trigger. It's
Mm.
crazy. Well, it takes a while to try to get used to that. 'Cause you're just using your index finger and then your middle finger, and you're
Mm.
just like alternating them to hit the trigger.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a much quicker fire rate. And oh, jeez. You don't go out in the open very often. You just get lit up.
Mm.
I had a welt on the inner side of my thigh. Like, I got hit right almost in the groin, and I had a little black and blue ring there for probably like a year.
Ouch.
Oh, it's better there than in the groin, though. So.
Fair enough. Oh, yeah. You don't want that thing to hurt.
Oh, I couldn't imagine the pain that would have put you in. I know getting kicked there, hit there hurts enough, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
taking a full-on paintball.
They hurt enough, man. I've been looking into doing airsoft at some point. So the guns are quite expensive, though.
Yeah. But I imagine it'd be cheaper all around than doing paintball because
Well,
paintball, you got the big tanks and
yeah,
then the
the thing
paintballs
is, so
themselves.
over here is you can't, there's no site which allows, you have to go professional to buy your own equipment and stuff. So over here for paintball, you have to go to these rent places and you're not allowed to buy your own paintballs, so it's £7 for 100, which is a complete fucking scam.
Oh, yeah, because we'd buy whole boxes of them for like $15.
Yeah, nothing. You know, 100 quid on your set for all the weekend, supposedly.
Yeah, I'd get like a bunch of big tanks, and then I'd have like 2 smaller
Mm.
tanks for if I did go through the big ones that, just
But I thought for like longevity and what's suitable for the UK anyway, supposedly, is airsoft might be a much better option.
and then until you get into it, and then you getting all the tactical gear and everything,
But I
getting all
quite like
suited
the
out.
tactical gear. The thing I can't work out, I find funny, is everybody who gets like the times 12 scopes. All you need is a time 4 and then you're done.
Yeah. Well, just like a hollow, basically.
More or less. Or if you're that good, iron sights.
Yeah, which I've always been a big fan of iron sights.
Oh yeah.
As a kid, I had a 22, which I used the
Mm.
iron sights on that and pretty much annihilated the rabbit population around the house for a good many years.
Mm. I've always wanted to go to a gun range and do real steel at some point. But over here, it's you bring that in conversation, you get the look of horror.
In America, it's just another day.
Yeah.
Like I swear, every day I hear at least 3 gunshots go off. Just some farmer around here shooting something. Mostly groundhogs, whistle
Mm.
pigs as we call them.
But one thing I do want to happen in the UK at some point is do competition shooting with airsoft, because I think that would be a lovely weekend out.
I'd probably rather be at archery, do like an archery contest type
Yeah.
thing, competition. I do like the recurves, the old recurve bows.
Mm. I think with the compound ones, they're not really. They're somewhat. They're alright, but for competition shooting, it's like.
The compounds though, once you get it back, so you just gotta get the string back, and then it's in like a rest position, so you don't have that strain constantly on you.
No, I
With the
like that.
recurve, you have the weight the whole time.
Yeah. With the normal recurve one, I dominated that at college. Pretty much.
Okay.
Um, I basically it was like an activity day, as it were, and we all did the archery, and the tutor who was in charge of the archery got quite annoyed because I got 3 bullseyes in a row at like I would say 30 yards or something, so quite starter distance, and then I had to 1v1 him at the end, and I lost
I
by a
was gonna say you
millimeter
might
or something.
have to check your family tree, see if you're related to Robin Hood.
Eh, probably not. My auntie's got several junior medals in archery, so it's in my blood one way or the other.
Well, the English were known for their longbowmen.
Mm. I've got the build for it though.
Did you ever see like the English longbows? They're like
Yes,
6 foot tall.
I've seen. I've gone to Portsmouth. I think they've got the museum there of a ship, and they
Okay.
got a guy, and his literally his entire skeletal structure on the left side after shooting it for so many years is completely like the bones have calcified 2
Oh
times the
wow.
normal mass because of the longbow. And it's like, damn, what a year of craft does to your body changes to match it.
Yeah, well, the human body is very adaptive to
Mm.
its whatever it's put through rigorously. Which I seen somebody that tried to pull like they had it was called a war bow,
Mm.
and like they couldn't even budget. The pull strength on it is just crazy. Like these people back then were just they were built different
Oh yeah.
for sure. Oh, I made it too wide. I think they should have put in this map that you could have gotten actually in a hot air balloon and kind of it took you on like a little tour around the map,
Yeah, but
seeing all
then
the hot air balloons up there.
if they did that, it would have had to have been a DLC.
Oh, of course, $7.99 or something like
Yeah,
that. Just like you have to buy a DLC to sit in the tractor with the co-op
yeah,
person.
that's annoying.
That's the world we live in now.
Imagine if Railroads Online did that.
Oh,
It's like
I don't know.
$10.99 for a caboose.
Well, oh, imagine if they had you like, oh, do you want these cars? Well, it's this, $5.99 for, to add
Yeah.
different cars and
I'm sure they might do. I can see them doing like an anniversary skin on a train, which will cost $3.50 or something.
if it ever gets out early access.
Yeah, fair enough. Give it another give it another 10 years. We'll be somewhere.
Yeah, by then it'll be like virtual reality version. You'll be like,
Oh, wouldn't that
update.
be cool though?
It would. Derail Valley. That's VR.
Hmm. Well, we
So
might have to look
but
into that then. Do that
but they
multiplayer.
just had a new version that came out.
Hmm.
It's called Derail Simulator. So they
Okay.
upgraded all the weather systems and everything like that, the graphics. But you can do a VR, which I don't have a VR headset. I don't know if I'd ever. They're expensive.
For what they are is like, yeah.
I mean, it's just like two little like LCD screens inside of a headset.
Well, if you had £500 more or less to spend on equipment, I would prefer to get like a really good farm sim steering wheel joysticks and stuff.
Yeah. Which I think the Oculus is like $800, $900.
The Valve Index one is like over 1,000. You can configure it to.
Wow. Well, it probably has like sensors, so like whenever you turn your head and stuff like that, it actually turns you in the game, maybe.
Mm. But you need like
There,
the tech has got so big now. You need an entire room dedicated to it.
yeah. Well, I've seen enough fail videos where people like busting their TVs and everything.
It's just asking to happen. No more
I
falling
love the.
off metal tractor steps. How did you bust your kneecap? Well, I walked into my dresser or table or something.
Well, did you ever see like the grandmothers? They put the grandmothers in the VR and they have no idea, like, and they just start freaking out.
I've seen quite a few people where they put the plank of wood in front of the TV with like heights or something, and the guys just they
Yeah.
jump off of it for some reason. I'm like, jeez.
Oh,
I think
humans
VR
are.
is more applicational rather than gameable.
Yeah, it's well, so like probably like military whenever they're doing like flight training and stuff like that,
Mm.
there has a good application because you're sitting in a cockpit and it's gonna track your head movements and such. But
I was thinking for more like automated tractors. You know, have a
oh
360 camera up on a extendable boom through the cab, as it were, and then you can look around with the Oculus to make sure.
yeah, that would be kind of like the Google Map car things. Like
Yeah.
so they have a dome with a 360.
Well, you can buy 360 cameras now, so
Oh, in a
it's
couple
like,
of years then they'll be relatively cheap then.
yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised if they appear on tractors, you know, and then you can have several or drones with the drone tracking.
Yeah, like the Tesla car has kind of like.
Yeah. Where you have the drone follow behind so we can have third person in real life. So you move the camera about and it's a drone.
I just seen something about that. It was a 3D camera because it was like a rally car.
Mm.
Something. It was following the rally car. It was because it gave you like that third person perspective.
Yeah.
It looked like kind of like a video game, but it was a real car. It was amazing.
Mm.
Rally racing is pretty fun too.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that.
I want to build a rally car one day.
Oh, you got have to give it an arm and a leg.
Oh yeah. I'd say more like the urban rally car though. So insane
Kinda
insane tires which can handle any pothole with suspension.
kind of like I don't know if you ever seen it. I think it's like Iceland. It does
Yeah.
like a rally.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be ideal. Just kind of take your like whatever car you want, and just modify it, and
Mm.
you gotta have your safety features, your
Oh yeah.
5-point harness and such. But
Go 6-point harness.
there's a 6-point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Drag racing one.
I was thinking 5. I was thinking one in the middle, one each side of the lap, and then you had each shoulder.
Now one in the middle hurts too much.
Yeah, I can imagine like you hit something, your groin's gonna take the impact.
Yeah. But nowadays you need a rally car to navigate some potholes anyway.
Oh, yeah, it does get bad out here sometimes. We have some roads they're basically just tarred and chipped. Every so often they go through, put a coat of tar down, and then come back with like little fine stones and put across it. That's about it. And we get a lot. Well, we used to get a lot of snow. So then all the snow plows would come through, and the big tractors, they would cause sinking areas and stuff.
Mm.
We would get some pretty nasty ones. I always laughed at the people that are like, "Those stupid horse and buggies from the Amish are putting all the potholes in the road." It's like
Yeah.
there's like a 10-ton tractor driving up and down this road all the time, and you want to say it's the little horse and buggy it's on it?
Yeah.
Because you get a lot of rain, then you get your soft spots, and then it sinks and starts settling. And
There's a road down here which they just need to rip up and redo because every time they patch it, the pothole opens up around the patch. It's like, just
Oh,
give
boy.
up and redo the road. Because I would say it's one of the main agricultural routes for the field equipment and stuff.
I forget where it was. There was this town that had potholes everywhere, so the guy went around drawing dicks at all the potholes to get them to fix them.
Great. That's one way to tell your government. It's sort of like, come on.
Fix it, you damn dicks. Like, I forget where it was. I remember hitting one where, like, the whole bottom of the car ended up hitting, like, it just, whoosh. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
wow, what was that?
it's like your urban, let's say you do it like a BMW M4. Make that a rally car, you're going to need full steel underbody anyway if you want to lower it.
Yeah. But, and all the cars nowadays, all they got is, like, little plastic shrouding under there, which doesn't
It drives
do
me
anything.
insane that you stick your head in to see something and then it's sort of like, can't access it.
Yeah. Well, I drove through some high water at one point.
Mm.
And, I mean, it wasn't real high, but it caught one of the shroudings on the car, just like ripped it loose. So I'm going down the road and you just hear.
Oh, I did that
like,
this year with my Ago. I drove, the water was so high it went over the bonnet. Didn't flood the engine. Hit a loose fence post. Number plate got ripped up, and then I thought I fucked one of the drive shafts. It's like, nope, just the number plate decided to crack into. But some miracle, yeah, didn't flood the engine, but fucked the alternator.
Yeah, the cars don't like water too much.
No.
I remember we had a flood. I used to have it's called a Geo Metro. Just this little tiny car. And it was flooded at my friend's. Like, well, he had a creek in front of his house. So he had to go across this bridge to get over to his house. And it was kind of coming across the bridge. And I was like, I could do this. And I just, like, charged real quick. And all of a sudden, the car actually started floating. And it's like we didn't get pulled off the side of the bridge. Because it was, like, probably a 10-foot drop off the side of the bridge. But, I mean, the water was like a river coming through. Would have just floated away.
I don't understand why. You would think cars wouldn't float, but they're quite buoyant.
Yeah. Well, until the water starts getting in the doors, and then
Yeah.
it kind of just goes kerplunk.
Mm. I've just realised something. We have to still cultivate the field before we can plant the seeds, so we might have just lost all the fertilizer for the oil radish.
No, I think it should stay in the soil as long as we're not, using a
Ploughing.
crop that's actually extracting it.
Mm. I've
Because like
just
when you grow crops like soybeans, it keeps the nitrogen level in there, so
mm,
you can harvest it, plow it up, whatever, cultivate it,
mm.
and it stays about the same.
Well, we need to get shallow cultivators next because we've got deep ones to increase the
Oh, better score, yeah.
yeah.
Yes, it's the precision farming is all about being eco-friendly, basically trying to do. I mean, there's some really good parts about like using the sensor on the lime thing. It only puts like the right amount down. It doesn't
Mm.
max it down. It puts what's required. Same with the sprayers. They'll also only use what's needed.
I've just realised I don't have a beacon on it.
Uh-oh.
I'll put me hazards on
Wait,
instead.
I was gonna say you got your hazard lights. That was the beacons of the old day.
Yeah. I remember people in the UK, you put your hazards on, they think, oh, the worst happened, or they keep flashing you to say you've got your hazards on. It's sort of like, I know I've got them on. And then they make the mistake of you go around the corner with your hazards on because one of your mates behind you in a theoretically just too wide track for the road. And then the car pushes past you and then you just hear horns and then it's like, okay, should have listened.
Yeah. Wide load coming through.
Yeah. I should get one of those plug-in beacons for my car. That would, like the old school copper ones where you just put them on your roof.
Oh, okay. Well, like some people have those. It's kind of like the fire police. So like like the firefighters that have like a little one they could just magnet stick onto their vehicle. But it was a blue light, not a yellow.
So you know about the JCB Fast Track, which holds the world's fastest tractor record?
Yeah.
I think they should take it to Pikes Peak at some point.
Oh, that would be neat. Going uphill.
Yeah. And just do it as a unique class of vehicle and see what the time would be, because it could break the diesel record, which is like, I think 11:23 minutes or something.
But it sure has the torque. Which is always kind of weird because you see tractors and it's like their horsepower is so low, but then they have so much torque. Versus like cars, it's like you have like a Nissan Skyline with like 400 horsepower stock versus like a tractor, it's 3 times the size of it. It's only like 200 some horsepower.
Oh no.
What did you do?
Not me.
No idea what you're talking about. This did take quite a while, though. This
Yeah.
was one of the bigger fields.
Well, we'll see whether it's worth it or not.
It's lime time.
Yep. What's your top speed?
I was just thinking the same thing. Mine's 26.
Oh, you're faster.
Yeah, I thought I was catching on you.
Go for the undercut. Move full position for the bridge. Oh, you double moved. 5-second time penalty. Ah, damn. I think, yeah. So if we put them in...
Oh, did you purchase these?
No, I rented them, but
It's not a whole lot for them, I imagine.
it's only, I think, 2 grand.
A piece.
Yeah. So they're kind of priced. Very pricey, but...
Now my atrocious backing up skills with this little tiny trailer. I swear, I'm always the one that got to put it in when it's tighter. Like, you put yours in when there's all the room, and then I put mine in, and it's always like between a pull and a equipment.
Oh well.
Hey, I always had to if I got to go first as well. Oh well.
I'll make sure you get to do it next time. So if you park that up... And
Are you gonna go get with the big one? Okay.
Well, it's up to you. You can use whichever tractor you want for liming.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm in the Manitou for
Oh.
this. So which tractor do you want to take for liming?
Yeah, I'll probably take the big old tract one, I guess.
Fair enough.
Once you lime, you don't have to do it again for like 3 harvests or so like that.
It'll be worth the investment.
Oh yeah, you'll get the yield definitely. Guys, still it right? It's like 22% per. Each bag gives 22% or so. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess it's good I use this tractor because this one actually has the sensor on that can actually sense
Ah,
what
yeah.
the levels are, whatnot.
So did 4 bags fill you up full then?
Oh, that got me to 88%. So actually, I could have put almost another one. Because it was giving 22% per bag.
Okay.
I gotta remember how the width is on this.
I think it's 6 meters.
Oh, missing some. It's pretty far.
Okay.
It's wider than the combine header.
Okay, fair enough. It's because that one was like 4 grand.
Oh yeah, I can see the upgrade on my map since I have the sensor system on the tractor. So it's all turning green now. So we're getting about a 5 pH. So a very neutral, basically.
Okay. Well, supposedly we can only improve it from here.
Yeah. So like after we plant a crop, if it still would need more, you still could go over it and increase it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it used a good bit going one row.
Probably have to sell some silage bales to cover this.
Yeah, possibly. But we do have like 70,000 liters of wheat we can sell yet.
Ah, yeah. But do we want to wait until
Max
December?
price, basically.
Yeah, because it is 700 compared to what 400, which it is now.
Yeah, that's a big. Which I mean, it won't be too far away. We do have 55,000. Plus, I think it was like 29. What did I say? I think it was 29, 39,000 liters of canola.
Hmm. We could
And
set.
it won't be too.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Well, it won't be too long till we'll start getting milk from our cows too.
Hmm.
So then we'll have that nice income as long as we keep, making sure they have their food.
So I've got 32,000. No, 320,000 liters of lime. That should be enough.
I'm almost empty and I did 3 rows,
Okay.
which I have 2% left in my hopper now.
Okay. Come on, Manitou. Shall we try working through the night?
Do what now? Through the night.
Yeah.
Well, the sensors do not work at night.
Why?
I don't know, but like the sensors on the tractor for the like so sensing the pH value of the field,
Yeah.
they don't work at nighttime.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the headlights go backwards and forwards at night.
Headlight. This one has amazing headlights on it too.
Yeah.
Oh, there you are.
Which field were you at, good sir? I've no idea what causes this sliding.
Oh, what's? Oh, the trailer kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that with some other things too. It's like weird hit boxes or something.
So how many rows was that?
That was 3 1/8, roughly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it actually takes in what soil it is, and then it adjusts the pH to whatever soil type. Yeah. Oh. Okay, try that again.
Oh, fuck.
Almost went up over the cliff.
I have to wait for it to cool down now.
Oh, there's a cooldown on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure what happened. I was almost at the end of the field, and then the menu popped up, and I kept driving. I was like, "Well, no, no." Okay, there we go. A bright, sunshiny day. Oh, it's 9. 9. I always found it weird Germans say no as 9.
Yeah. It's like, how many times have you said no? 9. It's like you've
I
said.
could never speak German. Like, German to me just seems, it's so alien of a language. Because well, you have like your English, your Spanish, your French, your Italian. It all comes from Latin, which
Mm,
then they use a lot of the same kind of words and stuff like that. It's very similar. Then you
mm.
got German. It's just like completely just off the wall with the spelling. It's like you look at the words, it's like I can't even begin to say that word. I learned some Italian.
Mm.
Like brutta scema. It's like saying crazy, yeah, you stupid woman.
Oh, great.
Or there's baffanculo,
Mm.
fuck you up the bum.
Great.
Oh, it's I don't know why, but the curse words are easy to pick up.
Now I know why you're single.
She's the one who taught me them. She'd say them to me, and then like culo means like ass.
Oh, great. The more you know, and don't need to
Yeah.
know.
Yes, if you ever hear an Italian person yelling at "Baffanculo, baffanculo," you know what they're saying.
Great. So if the stream gets age restricted,
Well, you said a couple. You dropped a couple already.
yeah, fair enough. None,
Which I
none were
don't mind.
said within the first 30 seconds, though.
Yeah. Well, I think it's even like the first 7 seconds or something like that.
Oh well.
So we're good. Which I don't when I set my videos, I put them so that they're not for
Oh yeah,
it
yeah.
doesn't market to a child audience. I do like how the spout comes out of the bottom of this. Yeah, like that. See, you do have options of auto load or that way. Oh, you just dropped it right in the.
Yep. Problem solved.
I wonder if you could fill it up and then actually drop bags in it, and so then after you use the full load, you start pulling from the bags in it.
We could try.
Okay.
It's not really realistic, but
For science.
yeah.
Which I am not gonna get this whole bag in. I don't. Oh, yeah, I just barely got it in. 97%.
Okay. I need to move.
I think you like that little Manitou.
Oh, it reminds me of the good work days. Good work days meaning fun, big equipment.
Yeah, I always like enjoyed driving the equipment around. Like we had a forklift at the shop. I was just like zooming around on the little forklift.
Yeah.
Don't whenever. Till you hit a pothole and the whole thing like shakes all over the place. Let's just say forklifts do not have great suspension.
I don't think they have any.
Yeah.
It's not good. It's non-existent.
It's just like a dunk, and then the whole thing, like the whole cab and everything, just starts shaking all over the place. I tipped over enough skid loaders too. Like you just you pick too much up, and the whole thing just goes bloop forward. Oh my! Look at you,
Oh,
Mr.
nearly did it.
Professional.
Yeah.
Four bags at once.
Ow. Come on.
Looks like that Manitou can barely handle 4 bags. See it tipping forward. Oh, there one just like went down in. Just one of them has to be contrary.
Oh yeah. But no. Oh.
You sure you know how to operate that thing?
I'm used to working with joysticks. Not 2 buttons. There you go.
There we be. Which, if with the update here, like you turn the spreader on, it won't actually spread it until you're actually on the field.
Nice.
So if you go over a spot that's already has it, it won't actually apply any more on top. It'll just only what's needed. Which you can also let those strips in there, so even though there's strips where it didn't get any, it still counts it as the right pH.
Mm.
So you have a little leeway between the rows.
So you're 4 bag. 1. Oh, you won't need any. How many do you think you'll need?
Well, it's gonna get shorter here toward this, after this next row. I still haven't used these bags yet, so I still
Yeah,
have
so that's another 3. So then, I don't know, I'll just put them in the bottom corner. It seems roughly. If anything, you always end up with empty at bottom. Do we have one Bible?
Oh, now it's not letting me actually unload them into the...
Oh, great. Is it not?
Come on. No, I'm sitting here hitting the R button and it's not doing nothing.
Oh.
They were onto us before we knew it.
Okay, you're paying for the rental. There's only one way.
Well, if you sell it with them in there, actually they'll just drop on the ground.
Yeah, but we need them to finish the field.
Yeah, you just hoist them up a little bit. They'll empty out. You kind of missed the hole there.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. Okay, I'm having a bad day.
There you go. You're good.
Oh well, we did the experiment. We shall not be doing the experiment again.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
That's how humans know anything. At first there, I thought you were gonna tip me over.
Oh, come on.
Put his Manitou skills to the test. Okay, you have that one with not even being on, like, that's a magic one there. Oh. Oh, their one's unloading now. So that one was tipped over, that one's emptying. And it rectified itself. Okay, so now that it's unloading. Oh, I see what it did. Actually, it unloaded the ones beside the trailer.
Hey. Oh. No, 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 no.
It's still unloading.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm full.
Bollocks. Oh, come on.
Oh, you might be able to get in the hole from behind. Let's go from up behind it and then just get it. Oh, there you go.
Got it with a pinch. How much is it to rent a...
Do you have many rental businesses like in England?
For... What do you mean?
Oh, just like you need some tools, power tools, or like a
There
piece of
are...
machinery.
They're more like, not for small equipment, no, but for big ones, yeah.
Okay, so
But
here we have a
most...
lot of like
Yeah.
kind of a medium to the small stuff.
Most of the time, if you want big equipment, they come with an operator.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here if you like you wanna like rent a skid loader, like they'll, you know, come and drop it off and then use it and then you just pay like the hours used and
Mm.
stuff like that. I mean, you have a flat charge and then you have your
Mm-hmm.
usage charge. Which I always thought that would probably be, it probably is a good business model.
It
So you have a lot of
is,
people that
but
don't want to
it's
spend a
more...
lot.
Yeah, it's more... Probably for trailers and stuff
Okay.
than, anything else, as it were.
So like where I'm at, always thought like that'd actually be a good business that kind of start just like a small rental place because there's a lot of contractors around like just small carpenter outfits and stuff like that where they don't have the money to go just buying every tool they need all the time. Like So you just would rent what you need when you need it.
So I'm sure there are places about, but I'm sure it's also one of these things where you have to know where they are.
Yeah, there's a couple of them around, but not a whole lot where I'm at.
I don't mind buy a Manitou and stuff and rent it out with myself operating it.
Yeah, well, you'd probably need some kind of an insurance, though.
Oh yeah,
Just in
insurance is
case you were
hell.
to. Well, like, see here, like, even for like any contractor, just like for working on a house, you need to have like $1 million insurance policy.
Yeah.
So that way, you know, if you make their house collapse or you know something like that, you're covered.
Mm.
I remember having work done down in the basement. Like we had this, the fuel tank was up on like this dirt mound, and it just had like a retaining wall, but the retaining wall was starting to fall over. And it was in the like the back porch of the basement, so it was an addition at one point. And we hired a guy to do it, and he's like, "Why didn't you do this?" I was like, "I don't have the $1 million insurance policy like you do." So if
Mm.
something goes wrong, it's covered. I'd mess it up. That's on me. Then they dug it all out and put like a concrete floor down and everything like that. But it was a pain because I had my one buddy and we actually got the fuel tank in by ourselves, and oh, that is such an awkward thing to try the maneuver. Big old fuel tank.
Mm.
It's like a 275 gallon for like heating fuel.
Mhm.
Heavy. That's what it is. Just heavy and awkward.
Mm. I would say that the insurance kills any like decent business idea, probably.
Yeah. Okay, I got a full load plus there's a bag left down here.
Well, if you've done 36, I'd say yeah, if you could do 35, as we'll do all of them. It's Lime Day.
There's
That's probably going to be the
100
title. Lime time.
the day of lime.
Which sounds better, Lime time or the day of lime? Time
to
to
lime.
lime. Sounds like a big blockbuster movie. Time to
Yeah.
lime.
You need to get some kind of clickbaity title.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Get a good screenshot where it's all covered in lime.
Well, speaking of screenshots,
I still have yet to do any of them.
I know. Hold, I
I've
just
been
need to
lazy.
run everything through the lime field for a couple.
That's why I'm sitting here taking a picture of the
Yeah.
John Deere.
Photo bomb.
So you said do the one right across from us here. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I see a bag of lime sitting there now. Okay.
Very patchy.
No idea what you're talking about. It looked good on the map. The map said, "Hey, okay."
Okie
It's kind of nice with the sensors because it actually shows you an update as you do it all.
Mm. Oh no. Alt-R? Alt-3. It's been so long I've forgotten how to take freaking photos with RTX, damn it.
Oh, I use the Steam F12.
Oh, shite.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Not again.
I've just Alt 4. Alt F4.
Uh-oh. That's the one no-no in gaming.
All because I forgot how to take fucking photos with NVIDIA card. Oh.
Yeah, I was going around the corner and it just stopped and you have lost connection to the game. You did save at some point, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Before the time of Lime.